How, how was the gym sesh?
Hard. I did the sled on Friday and was still pretty sore from that, which I kind of forgot about. And then just lots of walking and just moving around this weekend. Didn't get a ton of sleep. And then I ate a big cheeseburger for dinner. So
Nice.
I just felt just like heavy. So I just switched and did like some light cardio and just like some arm stuff and things. So not a great performance wise, but still got a good workout in.
You were there. You were there.
Right, exactly.
That's half the battle.
All right, well, I watched some of that garbage Monday night football game.
Yeah, I think I saw like 2 seconds. I was just watching the Avs game. They fucking lost at home to the Blackhawks. Depressing.
Did the Dodgers just win, or are they still on?
I want to say they're probably still on.
Cause last I saw they were up 4-0 in the bottom of the eighth, I think.
Uh,
So
Probably
I
over
mean,
then.
there's still a chance, but I can only assume the Yankees
Yeah,
look like shit.
they look like shit. Their star players aren't hitting the ball. That makes it tough in the
Yeah, it's
playoffs. Dude, yeah, and then like their starting pitcher only went, what was it? Like 2 2/3 inning, like innings tonight. That's not good.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So yeah, this World Series kind of been a letdown. Other than that Grand Slam,
No, yeah,
walk
yeah,
off Grand Slam, that was sick.
yeah, that
That's
was so
crazy.
tight. So with the World Series, is it or one thing I don't know if I dislike about baseball? I think we talked about this. It feels like the best teams in the NFL pretty much always will be the playoffs at the end. And
Hmm.
baseball just feels like there's so many games that like you have to get hot at the right time. It's just so much weighted. It feels like the regular season and postseason.
Yeah, so like the argument is right because most normal fans want baseball to be less games. They're like, it's crazy they played this many games. But then the baseball purists are like, well, do you need that many games in order to like actually figure out who is the best teams? Because like, right, like look at what the Yankees players did. Like their was it Aaron Judge or somebody was like 6 of 44 in the playoffs hitting. And it's like so you go through so many stretches, but yeah, if you're hot going into the end of the year and you make it in the playoffs, like you can go on a crazy run. Baseball's weird like that. But I think all sports are kind of like that.
Yeah, or I just thought of like my final thought is I feel like you can go hot and cold so quickly. Where like Mahomes at the end of the NFL season isn't just gonna like fall off a cliff for a number of games. You know what I mean? Because it just seems like the averages in the actual sport are lower. So
That's
like
where I think the NBA works out the best, right?
oh
Because like to your point, right? Like LeBron might have an off night, but he's not going to have two,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know? So like in 7 games, like the better team's probably going to win. Even if the other team might have like a better player, but if the team's better,
mm-hmm.
in the NFL because you only get one game, it's hard, right? Like
Yeah,
Mahomes
true.
could have a pretty decent game, but if he throws 2 picks, like that could end up losing him the game,
No, yeah, true,
you
true.
know? Whereas in baseball, to your point, it's so hard. Like if you're just in a hitting slump,
Yeah,
you're fucked. You know, it's like
yeah,
and it's not like one of those where like you can go to the dugout and go and like Kobe mode, and then all of a sudden you flip the script. Like I feel like baseball is really hard to get
Yeah,
out of that funk. You know, you kind of just have to go through it, is what
right,
it seems
yeah.
like. Yeah, I don't know. They could fix baseball, I think.
I think the more I watch it, especially with some, I think John Smoltz has been announcing. He's been doing such a good job of like just teaching me stuff, and it seems
I
like
yeah.
each pitch is almost like a chess match, and each at bat is like a chess match
They're
between the batter and pitcher.
I really enjoy playoff baseball and like listening and like watching games because of like what you said, right? And in the playoffs, there is so much more chess match. Like you might have seven guys pitch in one game.
Mm,
Like you bring in one guy for a specific batter, he gets him out, and then they bring in somebody else to pitch for the next like three
yeah,
guys. Like there's so much strategy that goes into it. And then it's actually crazy. Me and my dad were talking about this because some pitcher last night was throwing like a sweeper pitch, which I have
oh,
never heard
I
of.
saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's a
I'm
sweeper?"
like, how many fucking pitches do we have now? It's like, so the pitchers are getting really good. And then at the same time, you have Otani who's doing things that we've never seen in the history of baseball. But the regular season is so blah. It's so fucking. It's.
Yeah, I would agree.
I
Like, I'm not
can't.
even trying to be like a hater, but it's just kind of
No.
blah.
Yeah, and I think if you shortened it up, it would help. But it's still like you can't. It's not going to go down to like an NBA schedule. Like
Mm-hmm,
you do have to have a significant amount of games to like work through those averages, you know?
mm-hmm. But yeah, yeah.
So
Then like it makes sense. Like I don't think it's too long. It's just it's so there's so much more going on than that I even know with like a casual fan, and then
yeah,
they'll say something like, oh, he's looking out for his splitter on this 0-2 pitch, and it's just like it's wild that the batter has time to be like, I bet he's gonna throw this pitch, and then as he's throwing it, be like, okay, he's throwing this pitch, make the decision, and then swing.
yeah.
And don't
But
they continue?
I was gonna say to go off of that, there's like I've actually seen guys looking at like tablets on the sideline, right? Like they're n- all of these pitchers are so scouted to like tendencies, and then vice versa. Same thing with the
Yeah,
batters. Like the pitcher and catcher know every batter's like in this count, they hit this strike like this part of the zone really well on these pitches, and it's like that's so much information to have in
yeah,
such a fast period of time.
yeah, and then be able like to put it in that spot. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
I saw an overlay on Instagram. So it was an overlay of Paul's, I think it's Skeens or something.
Oh, yeah,
Skeens,
yeah, yeah.
you
That young
know?
cat.
Yeah, super talented young pitcher. And it was four different pitches. It was like a four seam fastball, two seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. And they ran all of them at the same time. And his body motion was like almost identical. His release point of the ball was identical on all of them. And over halfway to the plate, the ball was in the exact same spot. And then they all ended up outside the strike zone. How the
That
fuck do you hit that?
yeah, like that's
Like,
so
that's insane.
that's so cool. It's just the
Yeah.
stuff these pitchers can do. And don't the batters like aim essentially too? Like they'll try to pull balls to right field or things. They're hit gaps.
Yeah. So a lot of it is like they try, some of it's situational. So
Mm-hmm.
like, right, if you've got a runner on third with one out, like you're going to try to hit the ball to the right side because even if you hit it to the infield, you still have a shot of scoring that run.
Yeah.
But, or if you have a guy, so it's like you're looking for an outside pitch that you can take to the opposite field, right? It's easier said than done, but
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
pitcher on the other hand is going to be like, this guy's a good outside ball hitter and he wants to try to hit it to the outside, so he's going to pitch it inside, right? It's a chess match the whole time. But then you're also looking at trying to figure out what pitch he's going to throw, right? The same
Yeah.
thing. And so that's where you see a lot of guys like pitchers who are they'll throw certain pitches and avoid other ones to try to get guys to ground into double plays, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So yeah, it's crazy. And then you even think about it, they got rid of this rule, but you know how they used to have the switch on or
Mm-hmm.
the
Yep.
shift,
Yeah. Yeah. The shift was
and now
wild.
they changed it. It was like there was nobody on the left side of the infield, and the batter still couldn't hit the ball to that spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like just hit it over there and you get a base hit. They can't do it though. It's weird. It's a crazy sport. I think it's the hardest sport there is.
Ooh.
Out
I
of like out of the major like sports.
no. Yeah. I could. I. I feel like that's a fair argument, but it doesn't. I feel like you have to think about it to get there, because I feel like the first thing you think of is you don't necessarily have to be a great athlete, but that doesn't make it necessarily easier.
I
Like,
very much separate like
you know what I mean?
athleticism from like difficulty of
Skill,
sports.
or
Yeah, skills. Yeah, athletic ability has nothing to do with skills, in my opinion.
no, yeah,
But if you can combine the both, then you're really fucking good.
yeah,
But like, I look at athleticism as like more of like you're running, jumping, and stuff like that. It could
mm-hmm.
even be offensive lineman, right? Like that guy's super athletic.
Yeah,
Like to move like that at 320 pounds or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, yes, some of your baseball players are not athletic, in my opinion, but they're
Yeah,
super skilled athletes, if that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Like to me, watching the third base man in short stops, it's just so nuts.
Dude, the infielders are crazy. Like,
Like
the
and even
shortstops are
the
insane.
yeah, and even the first baseman, they're just
Hmm.
whipping that thing so hard,
Yeah.
and
And they get those
they
short
take the
hops
time, and
and
then they'll
shit.
just like throw them out and get them out like a step, like every time almost. It's
They
nuts.
throw the ball so hard. It's
and just
crazy.
and just so much control. Just boop, yep, got it.
That's where, so the amount of skill that baseball takes is to me where I'm like, who fucking cares if these guys are taking steroids? Because to me, it doesn't take away from the game. Like,
Mm,
you get more home runs, guys recover faster. Like, to me, it enhances the sport if
mm.
everybody's taking steroids. It's like,
No, no, no.
because it's not like Barry Bonds, they say, like, oh, if he didn't take steroids, he wouldn't have been that good. It's like, that's completely false. Some I was talking with Spoon about this, like some super nerdy statistician like broke down and it was like probably 20 some of his home runs wouldn't have counted
Oh, we.
because of like the extra power. Like they just would have been probably flyouts, but all the other ones would have been home runs. And like you still have to be really good to hit that many home runs.
No,
Like
yeah,
it's
true.
hard.
Yeah, and just
So
even yeah, because there's some people where you could just take like if someone's just a freak athlete, there's a chance that you could be like, hey, could you play defensive end and learn how to like play football? But like if they haven't played baseball, that's gonna be like if you've never played baseball or t-ball and then you play as like a high schooler, I feel like there's no way.
Even
Or
basketball, like I don't want to like shooting is different, right? Like to me, shooting's very difficult. I get that. But you look at like Dennis Rodman, like he
mm,
didn't score, but like he was just athletic and wanted it more. So he
hmm
was really fucking good at defense and rebounding and all that shit. Like you could take somebody who wants it, who's a good athlete, and make them into that.
right, yeah, true.
Like if you're good with them not like shooting threes, like so be it,
Yeah.
you know? But like you can't take like you have LeBron go out there and try to play baseball. Like that's where like those football players, like Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, like those guys that went and played baseball at a high
Mhm.
level, even Michael Jordan playing in AAA, like that's crazy.
Yeah, 'cause you really, yeah. There's really not any other example of that.
No,
Um,
no, not at all. And you look at like golfers, like they couldn't transition to other sports.
not true.
But I feel like baseball players could transition to golf if they really wanted to.
Ooh, that's a good one. Then I could see that too. I mean, even just same strength, relearn stuff, maybe a little touch.
It would take a lot of time, right? It's a different
Yeah,
swing, but like
yeah. Like physically
if you
could do it,
focus, yeah, if you focused on it, you could go do it.
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's weird to say. Is baseball the hardest? Yeah, 'cause you can't really just athlete your way through baseball.
No.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. But it feels weird saying it's the hardest sport, huh? But
I mean, if you just look at maybe it's maybe baseball's just done the best like PR move to say like, hey, being bad is like good, or because our sport's so hard. Like if you if you hit the ball over like a quarter of the times, like you're a pretty decent hitter.
Right.
But
Yeah,
like if you made like 28% of your field goals in basketball, like you suck at shooting.
yeah. It's yeah. I'm trying to think of another way to say it, but I'm not. It's the hardest sport to be skilled at. Kind of same thing, but yes,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna disagree. Yeah, there might be.
it's the most highly skilled sport, I think.
That also sounds weird to say, but I know what you
It
mean.
depend. You have to separate like athleticism from like just pure skill. You know what
I
I
know,
mean?
I know. But it's yeah.
It's a good argument.
No, it is, and like I think you're, I think it, yeah, I think you're right.
Let me throw this one in there though. I was just thinking about some potential other sports. UFC.
That was up there too.
Like, because you can't just be athletic and fucking be good.
Yeah, and you can, and it's hard to like stay champ. It's hard to get champion, and then it's hard to stay champion for like multiple fights.
100%.
Yeah, and you can just the game can end very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be the yeah.
I'm
I
excited
think.
to see John Jones fight again.
Oh yeah, that's next month. I think.
I think it's the next big one. I'm not sure when it is though.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be sweet. I saw that he was fighting too, but I didn't see when. I think
Yeah.
it's like Charles Oliveira might be on that card too versus
Hmm.
Michael Chandler. I think.
Oh, did you see that fucking draw a blank on the guy's name? He put the guy in a chokehold and broke his jaw. Did you see
Oh
that?
no, I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I just heard about it. I saw some like pictures. I'm like, that's fucking wild. He just crushed the guy's
Oh,
jaw in.
oh,
That's
isn't it
insane.
chokehold? Oh, I know that.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine just being in a chokehold? Like you can't do anything. You're trying not to tap, and then your jaw just breaks.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. I saw the highlights of the main event. Max Holloway got KO'd,
Mm-hmm.
which I I mean not to be like I thought he was going to, but I really did think he was going to, and I'm going to sound like prisoner of the moment, but I don't think that Ilya Topuria guy is going to lose for a long time. Mostly because I've just been watching his highlights, been watching like ex fighters and stuff like break down his punches and like his just combos, and he's so good and he hits so hard that Max Holloway's like a great boxer, but well, I'm not an expert, but he seems like more of like a brawler, and the other
Mm-hmm.
guy seems like he has perfect technique. And I was like, I
Yeah.
think he's gonna win, and he caught him with the left, I think, and yeah.
I think that's a sport where it's so mentally grueling that like
Oh
that's why it's so hard to stay at the top. Like, 'cause you're constantly fighting guys that like are willing to do anything to take what you have.
yeah,
And so you're just constantly getting everybody's best shot. And to like stay at the top in a very physically and mentally demanding sport, like that's fucking hard.
yeah,
That's super hard. I couldn't do it. Those guys are animals.
yeah. No, thank you. And how was the trip back? That long commute.
It's always like good to get back, and it's always fucking exhausting at the same time.
Uh,
You know, because like you're
yeah.
just trying to cram so much into a short period of time.
hmm
Like I think we landed at like 2 p.m. Then I went to Big Grove and worked and had a few beers, and then went right from there to uh, dinner with like Spoon and Aaron,
Oh
which is
yeah.
great. And then we went right downtown and then met up with you guys. And so like we're out late drinking Friday night, which we don't do that much anymore, you know.
Yep.
And then the kids never sleep that great. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
their schedule's all thrown off, you know. So they slept pretty good, but you're never really getting great sleep. And then you're up all day long, like Saturday, like meeting with people, then the Iowa game, tailgating,
Yeah.
going out after, and then you want to meet with people. Then you're not sleeping great. And then Sunday, we're back up, hanging out. My mom had some stuff, so we had like family come over after Spoon's thing on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm not a, like, I like talking to people, but like, I don't get a lot of energy from it. You know, like
Yeah.
extroverts like love that shit, right? Like, they
yeah.
feel, for me, like, I enjoy it, but I'm tired afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of talking for me. And especially when everybody asks the same questions. How are you doing? How's
Yeah.
business going? Like, you guys,
Yeah.
it's the same conversations for like 2.5 days straight, which is good, you know, that
But
you have
yeah.
enough people that care, but yeah, it's exhausting. Dude, we saw, um, so we get to the airport, right? We're in the line, in the security line, which is, there's 4 people in front of us,
Yeah.
late on Sunday night at Cedar Rapids Airport. And then, Dave and Greg show up.
Oh,
So they were on our flight. And then we get to our gate, and I go to the bathroom, come back, and Tucker Tolan's sitting there chatting with everybody.
what?
Tucker was back all weekend too.
What?
So yeah, yeah. So it was good to catch up with him for 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, it's tiring, but it's good. It's good. It was good to see everybody. I'm glad Noah was able to make it. That was
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah, me too. That was nice to see him.
Yeah, this little guy's funny.
Yeah, solid. Happy, always smiling.
He is super happy kid. Super happy.
Yeah, that's dope. They're in Chicago too.
Yeah, bought a house. You know it's cool that we all have kids kind of the same age, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah,
Like
it's awesome.
it's fun seeing the pictures from like, like 2 years ago, last year,
Oh,
this
yeah,
year. Like it's gonna be fun to see those like throughout the years because I'm hoping to get back for an Iowa game every year, you know?
oh yeah,
I think it'd be fun. Do a
yeah,
little
yeah. We
tradition.
I mean, we should definitely make that a thing. Easy for me to say, but I'll definitely make one.
Yeah,
And
you think you can make it down?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What about for
and
you?
hmm?
You guys had a busy weekend too, though.
Yeah. We had that Halloween party on Friday. So we went there for a little bit in pregame, then met up with you guys. Then Saturday woke up. My dad dropped off Leon around like 10. We made cheeseburgers for lunch, and then came down to the tailgate, the whole fam. Then took a big nap afterwards, which was great. Then
Yeah,
I woke up, fed Leon. Katrina was just hanging at the house and went out to Spoon's place.
nice.
So,
How was the
I
bonfire?
it was fun. It was chill. We just chilled with Griff, me, Matt, Dave, and Spoon. And then Dan was out there for like a little bit, but we just chilled. I was there for probably like an
Nice,
hour and a half. So
nice.
yeah. I left at like 11, so nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how late it was gonna go, but by the time we got our food and we're wrapping up, I was like, I'm gonna be dead tomorrow if I don't just like go home and go to bed.
So yeah, I was tired. Like I was very content at home, but I was like, man, I live here. I can't be like, no, I can't. Like, I was like, sure, yeah. But then
Yeah,
and obviously it was worth it. But
yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I
That's
think
funny.
Katrina was saying that there's talk of like a family trip in the works at some point, or just an idea for one.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, and that'd be really fun to all get a Airbnb somewhere, or I'll just stay at the same town or something.
Yeah, that would be sweet. That'd be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always hard to get it, but like that would be a blast. It'd be real sweet if we could go to St. John's
Oh,
and
oh
hit
yeah,
up their house.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be
Quite the trip.
crazy.
It'd be quite the trip with little ones, but it'd be fun though.
Oh yeah. We make that work for sure.
Or we could do an adults trip there.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, leave the kids behind.
Yeah, be like, deuces.
Ugh. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, I don't know. That was the first I've heard of a family trip, so
Yeah, I think she said that she heard of it, or she said that is something that we should do. But either way, I'm in.
she ain't wrong about it. She ain't
Yeah.
wrong.
Hmm. Man, I've been thinking. This is more of just like a thought that dash ramp, but I've been thinking more of like side hustle stuff and time, and I still want to do like I still want to do something, but I'm not saying that there's not enough time, but I would love to do something that I could do just like where I don't need to be anywhere specific.
Go on.
Like so, or by that I mean that like instead of having to go like film, being able to just like uh to edit or to do stuff off of a computer or so I'm not sure. So I've just been
Sure.
trying to schedule stuff out, just like work wise and things, and it's just tough.
Having to having to be somewhere, to your point, really crushes your schedule.
Like it's
Like if you that to you, let's go off of the like editing and filming thing, you
yeah,
know? It's like unless you really enjoy like creating the content or producing the film or the video or the photography, if that doesn't really like fulfill you, like that takes a lot of time too,
yeah,
right? And if you're like, but I really just love the editing aspect of it and being creative on that side, I'm I'm sure you could do stuff with like shit, yeah, I mean, I could even use help with that. Like if I just shot video for our business and just sent like raw footage and files to you, and it's like, hey, here's kind of what we're thinking about going to. That's a side hustle.
uh, that and yeah, I like that. And then I was thinking too of doing something where it's more like a show for YouTube or the services you'll do like an interview with a business owner, either like over Zoom or you can go there and almost take like a tour of their their business while you're interviewing them, and
Mm-hmm.
then you make that like a 10-15 minute video for whatever, and then you also like can edit that down for videos and clips for them to use for their social media or for them to have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just doing that with uh like restaurants, or it'd be fun, for example, to do like a video with Sean of like behind the scenes, just like talking about his album, and it's him like playing some or like recording, just a short little thing like that.
It's almost like it almost kind of becomes like a short documentary series.
Right? Yeah, yeah,
Like I could see it kind of going, I don't know if that's the vision you had for it, but like I could see that working in like a business sense, like almost like an MTV Cribs style, but with more in-depth like interviews on kind of like how they built the business or how things are going. And like you could do it in multiple parts, you know?
yeah,
And that would be cool. I think you could do a lot of cool stuff with that.
yeah, yeah. Then even just like could do um oh, man, I'm all over the place. But if you did that, you could do it like where you go there, or in some aspects just have like a fun conversation, or you go there, do the quick tour, and then bring them on for a 15-minute interview, talking about like your time at the place or whatever. Then could
Hmm.
do like artists and like musicians too or something.
That would be sweet. That would be
Just
sweet.
yeah, just making things like
That would be cool. Like your example of Sean's thing. Like that'd be awesome to talk about his album. Get some video clips of him doing like shows around town at different locations and stuff too, you know, even
yeah,
like that would be awesome kind of content brought in there because it's cool. I mean, especially like we know Sean, but like there's a lot of people that know different people around that I
Mm,
think would be really interested in some of that kind of background stuff, from a
right.
content side of things. And like, yep, they're probably not going to sit down for an hour, like a long form, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
like quick ones, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, and just to have like focus for more, but like not just on YouTube, but mostly it's for YouTube. Like it's a ten minute thing,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and just having yeah, just be like a local thing, and then they can use those clips on their website or whatever.
Sure.
And like a
That'd be
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. I've just been thinking about which is almost like this, like the same idea that I had, just kind of switched, and I typed up a little marketing plan for the urology clinic where I got the vasectomy, because
Oh, nice.
my dad knows that guy, and he just broke off of the U and went here or whatnot. So just stuff like that. So
That's cool. I like that idea.
yeah, because then I was thinking too, like if you had interest in doing that, the interview part could be like me, you, and Sean, me, you, and whoever. Then and that could be like a demo tape, like interview
Yeah.
episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. When you brought up a little bit of the like when you sent the talking points, like topics, and you're like
Mm-hmm.
interview questions. Ah, hold on, Marshall's crying.
So,
I'll be right back.
no worries. What's up? Yeah, the demo tapes. That's part of the grind. Sometimes the kid cries, and you gotta go make the move. I was going to work out yo the weekend. Yo.
All right, I think I'm back. I think I'm back.
You
All right,
said
he's
in your
still
notes I
battling.
saw demo tapes interviews.
Yes, and so with the interviews, I was like, that one kind of fits with that was kind of the basis of what we started talking about. Like when we were
Mm-hmm.
originally just talking about doing like a podcast
Mm-hmm.
and like doing interviews, and I was like, all right, that would be awesome to bring that back and start doing that. And then it was also like we've kind of been all over the map with the podcast recently, like
Yeah.
feeling things out, where are we gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, all right, what areas do we want to kind of focus on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not so scattered. Like it's fun, but right, like sports, business, family, and parents, like do
Mm-hmm.
we want to kind of pick a niche to travel down more so, to
No, I
have kind
feel
of be the
you.
main focus. So I was thinking about that a little bit. I think that would be, I think what you're saying would be super fun to do. Like kind of have that avenue to go down,
Yeah.
like a demo tapes exclusive production. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
That,
yeah, yeah.
that would be fun. So I'm totally on board trying to go down that route a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Cause then even if we did do the interviews, it could still be kind of based in like family and sports
Hmm.
and like whatever. Like we could ask some like business questions, but it could be almost like half and half or something too.
Getting kind of introducing, like learning the business side of the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also like introducing them as like a person
Yep. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
their clients and the people around,
Yep.
like
Yep. Exactly.
because that's a huge part of like the community building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's a great idea. I'd be super on board for that.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I saw of like a Sully with West Branch Ford, and with
Mm-hmm.
Sean, just start with people you know, and then yeah, because
Well, and it's always going to kind of be tailored towards the person, right?
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, somebody who doesn't care about sports, like, we're not going to talk about sports.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're more like their hobbies, I guess.
Exactly.
Or
Like,
like so like
interests.
swap sports for like their interests slash
Yeah.
hobbies.
Yeah. Speaking of fatherhood and parenting, having your crying kid sleeping in the other room while you're trying to record a podcast.
Love it. Yeah, yeah. Cause then family could be like family, friends, like whatever that means to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like the business life and all. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff.
I've been really thinking lately, like more how to, I guess, satisfy like the creative side of things I want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
innovative side. Um, because we do some of that in engineering, but it's so much, like it's kind of an art form, but it is pretty rigid, right? Like in
Mm-hmm.
engineering, like for what we do. And so to me, I'm like, how can we, like, I would love to have and start kind of like a research and development, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of passion projects within the engineering thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
how can we create a new product or improve existing products or come
Mm-hmm.
up with new ideas or ways to do things? I mean, you look at like some of the auto manufacturers, like Ferrari, right? Like they built, I think it was Ferrari, like they built production cars to um, basically bring in money for them to do the racing. Like they
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to do racing, right? Be a racing company,
Mm-hmm.
but they used the sale of production cars in order to pay for it
Oh
and
yeah.
fund it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I gotcha.
And so I think that would be super fun to do. Um, yeah, I mean, speaking of your side hustles too and time management, like I'm tapped out from like a time standpoint, but I'm also like I need to figure out a way to do it all. And I've got another guy he owns a insulation company around,
Mm-hmm.
and I played softball with him. And we're talking about how I can come on as a part owner into that business,
Oh yeah.
which would be awesome. And to me, it's like I don't, I've never done installation installs. I've never done that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I really would be like able to be a business owner where sometimes right now I feel like I'm a business owner, but I'm really an engineer on the day
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
day, you know? So I
Yeah.
don't get that full side of it, which I think that would help satisfy some of that, right? Like exploring long-term vision planning and creativity. Like, how do you expand the business? How do you move into different markets?
Mm-hmm.
Can we create a new insulation product? Can we improve existing ones? Like
Yeah.
asking all of those questions would be super fun and fulfilling, I think, you know?
Yeah. 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 I like that.
So, but then it's the time factor of how do you get it all done? you
Right?
know?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Will you were up there? Like, what's realistic? Like, if it was two interviews, maybe doing if we did like a regular podcast, and then maybe doing one, depending on who, or two a month, where we record on like a Saturday afternoon, or like more of like a normal time,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like the guest, or
Yeah, we
but
couldn't do this time.
yeah, you know what I mean. It's like I feel like we would have to just like plan out a chunk, and then I'm like, okay, what's realistic in like a busy life? Probably once or twice a month, and
Yeah.
then really taking the time to make it like the best product. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, I think if we're gonna do it, like, you don't want to not do it because maybe it's not perfect, but like,
Yeah, yeah,
let's, but focusing on putting out one good product a month
yeah. So
versus
even like two, if
trying to cram in like three or four, you know?
yeah, because that's just like the weekends scheduling and families.
Yeah,
It's intense. But like if we did solely, I've talked to him and he's free on like a Monday nights,
right.
and then could just go to West Branch for it on a Saturday. They close at like noon, and they could just do some stuff, just easy peasy.
That would be sweet.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be
so I
awesome.
mean, you could start to get that rolling with him, and I could just fill him in. Cause I chatted with him a little bit, but nothing like in like detail. But he knows
Right.
what's.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do, like, I was just trying to think of realistic kind of like planning for the podcast. And it's like, if we can continue like the weeklies as much as possible, but really focus on, all right, if we do that, make that like we've got some cool stuff coming for the new year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, on the new year, maybe we start recording some stuff, but we start releasing stuff at
Oh yeah.
the new year, right? Like the channel kind of goes live on the new year. Like that would be super cool. But it also will give us time to more tighten the reins on kind of
Mm-hmm.
where we want to go
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and what
yeah, yeah.
direction we want to head with everything.
Yeah, yeah. Then I think that we should think on that more.
And get and settle on like a logo,
Oh yeah,
branding, get some merch out there, it'd be fun.
yeah, yeah. I'll keep work on that. Mm, I like that. Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, because these conversations, like the vision and creativity side and like working with people to develop and grow and push things, to me is super exciting. Like right now I'm like, oh, now my wheels are turning. I've got all, like,
Right.
that's what I want to spend my time on. The, like, sitting down and like getting it done. Like for me, I love doing the podcast and all that, but like I wouldn't enjoy the editing side of things.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like, to me it's like if I had to be the one to do that, it's probably not happening.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I like the editing. I've been struggling hard just getting on social media.
Me too.
It's like it's been hard. I just need to stop making excuses. Go on, post and goes for the tapes. But it's yeah, it's just
Yeah,
just
it's trying to find that time to like block out a few hours where you can edit and lay out like several posts or clips, right, for the week.
but yeah.
And
That
then,
really is
I mean, I'm pretty good at saying this shit, but I don't necessarily do it myself either.
No, no, I need to pick like Thursday nights during Thursday night football and just have it on or some shit.
Yeah.
I need to make time.
How's work going otherwise? Still liking it?
Yo, yeah. Still going well. We got a new warehouse manager about two months ago when he seems chill. So
Good.
yeah. So no complaints there. Hours are good. Yeah, so I'm happy.
Nice, man.
I'm quite content.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and think we'll have our Christmas party in January or February, so that's always a good time.
Yeah, they have a pretty good shindig.
Yeah. It's always just like good food, good drinks. Last year it was at the Highlanders game, so we got like a box thing.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the year before that it was just like a party venue, so that was tight.
Nice.
But yeah. So it's going well. So I heard we might be changing up like our overtime or something how that all works. So curious to see what that's all about. And but we'll
Do you
see.
work a lot of overtime?
Not a ton, but sometimes if it's like a lot longer route and you're back past four, then that would be overtime. But
Mm.
right now it's comp time, so you just record how much you went over, then just leave early on like another day.
Mm.
So that might start to become overtime, or I'm not sure, but
That'd be cool.
yeah. So all right, well let's figure this out, please, and
Little
get
time and a half would be nice.
right. Yeah. So we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's about all I got. I haven't cleaned the main floor yet, so it's so messy up there.
Ah,
So much to
ours
go knock
is,
that out here in a bit.
yeah. We're like, so like when we got back, we had a bunch of laundry to do, clean stuff up, and so like the main floor is just like laundry piles, kids' toys, and like we just never got around
Yeah,
to clean it up. And I'm like, I think I just want to go to bed and deal with it tomorrow.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
So that's what I'm gonna do.
that's fair. Yeah, knock it out and probably go get get in bed or something. I'm hungry though, so I might get a snack.
I had 3 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches last night when we got home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
such a good late night snack.
It's the best.
Oh yeah, that sounds fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'll talk to Sully and let's start to find our form and stuff. Be
I
think
love it.
about that too.
I love it. Let's do
All
it.
right. Oh yeah. All right. Peace,
All right,
mate.
buddy.
Love you.
Love you. You too.